What's up, guys? It's Eric here. Today we are VOD reviewing a game from Jazz Latte. He has just hit rank 1 in North America with an insane score line. Let me just move my headset for a second so that you can see. This is a camera, not a headset. But his score line going into this game was nuts, and they had a bunch of good games after this. If you guys aren't familiar with Jazz Latte, he's a Taiwanese player. He has done very well on the Chinese server and the Taiwanese server before he went to the most recent world championship and had not a great performance, but he is an absolute ladder monster. And one bad showing at the best tourney in the game is not bad whatsoever. And he's absolutely been smurfing it on NA recently. Such a treat to see him playing on NA. I believe he's playing on North America because he was invited to the Box Box boot camp where you get subs based on your placement on the ladder. And now he's just playing in North America, I guess, because maybe he likes it. I don't know. Um, so yeah, he gets this opener. He opens with Jace, the double Jace, but he, of course, decides to sell one to make 10. He's not opting to potentially make 20 here. He wants to hold on to the Jace for potential tilt over opener. He's going to reroll his augments and then immediately take Ezreal augment, as is the style of people who play TFT and want to win games. You just take that augment, very many games. And he's got an opener with a Kled. No Noxus yet, just making 20 now. It is a Scuttle Puddle game, so most people are going to be playing pretty sort of like low tempo, pretty chill. Look, I mean, he fights this board, and the person he's fighting barely has a board, has absolutely no front line. Um, and so even this board with zero synergies in looks like it's gonna be able to take a dub. Yeah, okay. So that player's probably looking to lost streak. They're making 30 here. So makes a ton of sense. And I mean, they'll be pretty happy. They actually killed a unit. Okay. So first thing that's interesting here is items. He does manage to he gets Yordles in. That's his first synergy. If he wants to hold on to potentially like Noxus, he would have to win this fight, but it's pretty hard to win. And also, I don't know, this seems like a pretty tough spot to play Noxus from, right? You're not gonna win any of your early rounds. I imagine he sells the Samir here and makes 30. And we're just playing a lost streak opener into, I guess we'll sort of see based on what the last item from the buried treasure is. So let's see what he gets. Rod here? I mean, this looks very AP to me, especially if the lobby is AP heavy. I am not mad about like a Gunblade slam and like a Declaw slam in an AP heavy lobby. He's holding onto the Kled and to the Kale here, so maybe he's thinking some kind of Kledge angle. This is a comp that I'm pretty uncomfortable with. I don't play a lot of Kled reroll. I've played, some of like the 3-cost Noxus reroll, like the Katarina Darius, but like I haven't played very much Kled reroll, so I'd be happy to see a Kled reroll game. I mean, we have half of BT, then the question is, what are the rest of our items? They look pretty bad. Good with bow and carousel if he wants it, but he can't get it, so he's just gonna go for glove here. I mean, BTQSS Titans, I think, is what most people say is BIS Kled. I mean, you could see the BTQSS happening here, but then what are the rest of his items? Redemption for some other kind of frontliner. He does hit a Darius here. Still no, still no Noxus to be played, but yeah, he's gonna hold on to the Darius and Kled. So it looks like he's aggressively angling for some kind of Noxus reroll angle. And we'll see what that ends up being. Lost streak Noxus is not something that you think of immediately because Noxus, you tend to want a win streak to actually get those early stacks. But I mean, I have heard it theorized before that you could play Noxus, spike really hard on stage 3, and ideally win streak through stage straight 3, get most of your stacks. So it doesn't sound like the worst. He does get Noxus in here. He could pre-level and still make no, he can full level and still make gold. So I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't unless he's I mean, I guess the question is he going to he doesn't actually want to win this fight. It's so awkward. Looks like he's fine though. He's gonna slam items on Darius. So looking more like just a standard Noxus reroll, not the Kled version, but the 3-cost version. And then these items start to make a lot more sense. BT could even be like BT Ionic Hodge or like BTJG Hodge. Um, I like the Ionic just to. Oh, and he gets the Katarina. Okay. His units are really starting to come together. Now the question is, how can he make a board that can actually win streak? Is he gonna roll deep on 3-2? Like I said, this is not a comp. Even just the regular version of Noxus Real, I tend to only play it from high roll opener, but I know this is a comp that a lot of people are interested in, that has been doing very well, especially if you get like Noxus Spat or things like that. So I would not be surprised to see him played. I mean, at this point, econ wise, he could just go fast level 7. He is gonna make Ionic Spark. Is the option of making JG or Hodge here. I feel like I like JG in this position, and then Sunfire on. But I don't know. Sunfire's so bad in this comp because you already get the healing reduction from Katarina. Um, like I really like JG into Hodge, not like Hodge, and then like, what are you doing with this extra tier? Yeah, his items are still quite awkward. So really interesting to see what he does with this. I probably would have just made JG and said Sunfire. Okay, I can live with it. I guess you can take the extra items here, and that can help sort of get you there. Ooh, he's gonna. Ooh, and he hits Pandora's. Okay, that is really really solid. This allows him to build IE. He's gonna hold half of Titans here, and then actually roll a bit at 6. Okay, so yeah, he is gonna roll, trying to find a stronger board. There's Kled 2. He's finding a lot of stuff actually, not for this comp, but for other comps. There's Katarina 2, and there's Darius 2. Okay, so full open, full open until 3-2 and then just rolls it down for the Noxus board, and this should spike his board a good bit. He's going to be playing down a combat augment with Pandora's items, and he still has 3 items on bench. So look, still he can't win this fight. Still is losing fights. And then he's looking to just get this Nasus in next level, which tends to make a lot of sense. He might have to sell it here, but level 7 extra tankiness from Nasus. You could also add like an Echo if you're playing more around Katarina. You can add like a Zed if you care about the Slayer for Kled. Yeah, a lot of stuff that can be added into. I mean, it's mostly Nasus, Echo, Zed, and then like Warwick. You really want to add like a unit that makes Darius stronger, or a unit that makes Katarina stronger. Okay, we into carousel here. Let's see. I mean, he wants bow, right? So I mean, 4-cost bow is great. Yeah, he wants to just finish Titans on Darius. This is like pretty close to BIS Darius. I tend to like Hodge better on Darius just because you're already building IE. But I mean, BT also insanely good on Darius to give him that shield and the extra like AD. And then he can build JG Katarina, and then oh my god, we are off to the races. He's also holding on to the Kleds. Be curious to see if he does any more rolling at 6, or if he just goes fast 7 from here. Because I would imagine you would, under most circumstances, just go fast 7 in this situation, 7 on 4-1, and then try to find a unit to add. But yeah, we'll see. He did get his first win, I think that was last round. So uh, yeah, some of the items starting to come online. He's starting to actually have a strong board. But I mean, look at this. He's fighting a board with Azir, Vel'Koz too. Like that spikes apart. Oh my god, his rolls this game. He's actually okay. Now I realize why this guy's such a beast. Oh, he's holding sword there on Katarina. Wow, really? Thank you. And isn't Hodge super BIS here for Katarina? What is this sword meant to be? BT? And he just wants to get some items on her? Wow, I'm very surprised about holding this sword on Katarina. I mean, you can go like Gunblade as well, I guess, and have her be a support carry. But I don't know, Hodge is so good. Oh my god. Look, okay, I don't know exactly the outcome of this game, and this is my first VOD reviewing him. I mean, if you're watching it on YouTube, then surely it's a good game. So I guess if I say this disclaimer, it doesn't actually exist, because like if it's a bad game, then I just won't even record it, or just like a bot 4 game that doesn't seem interesting. All right, I mean that's okay. We're getting close to a good game here, and he gets Noxus spat here. Going to go 7. So now he can find 2+1s if he wants to, which would be like a rogue unit and a I mean, I guess you can play double Katarina and a Juggernaut unit, and it just to find the set. Okay, but he's got, man, so many items because he took the buried treasure. Okay, he's gonna make JG on set. JG set. Where's that other JG going? We have a third AP carry in this comp. It's this, and then what? Oh, I'm so interested to see how this turns out. Oh, long distance pals is very, very good in this comp. Yeah, I can absolutely see him taking that. Find Samira too. But yeah, I mean, I would really like. I mean, a second Katarina with no items isn't the worst, I guess. Yeah, decides to even skip over. Okay, now he's one off Darius. So yeah, it looks like he's just gonna start rolling it down to 0. He finds the Nasus, which you can just play over this. And so that's gonna go there. I'm still curious about what the future of this JG is. You put it on the second Katarina for now, and then pop it off once you find Katarina 3, I guess. He's putting on Nasus. I mean, what is he gonna go? JG Atrox or something? Down to 13 HP, but he's one off everything. Um, He's still 3 off Katarina though, but I mean, yeah, this is a very, very scary situation. He's got to hit very soon. Oh, it's for the Echo. He's gonna go JG Echo, of course. He's gonna go Echo plus Warwick. Oh, I get it. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then you Noxus spat the Echo, and then you get Zaun in. I didn't actually see what Zaun chem mod he got. Let's go back, because it's actually quite consequential. I mean, it's not like he can make a real difference. Um, which one is it? This in, this in. That's the armor and Mar one, I think. I don't know. I usually hover over them. It's not the explosion one, is it? Oh, I thought I was gonna get Natch there, and then it just disappeared. Kind of a beast. I think that it's one of the defensive ones. It's one of the tanky ones. It's either the armor and MR one or the one where you like heal every X seconds and like cleanse debuffs. I mean, it's one of the tanky ones. That's what matters. I mean, at the end of the day, it's I think any of them are gonna go on Echo. So yeah, okay. He wins a fight. Great. So he's not dead at 13 HP. Maybe Darius on Carousel. No Darius on Carousel. You can keep looking for like Echo itemization. Like ooh, he's just gonna take highest cost here. Right, unless that was a Scion. But I think he's just taking highest cost here, so he has some more gold to roll, which makes sense. And then he can roll this item. Um, okay. And I mean, there's a lot of gold to roll. It's pretty reasonable that he hits something. We actually gave up on the Kleds completely, because, he sold those Kleds. He actually could have potentially seen a Kled 3. All right, and that's Echo 2. That's really big. Okay. So 6 Katarinas, and he finds Darius 3. Let's see how much work this board can do. Starting at 13 HP, barely any Noxus stats, but he does have long distance pals. He does have really good in slot on basically everyone, and he has these items on Echo as well. So I mean, it's a very, very strong version of the comp, and I think it's one of the higher cap comps in the game, especially when you have long distance and you have the ability to go for BIS on everyone. Yeah, like one of the best comps in the game once it gets online. He even has the Noxus spat. Like a lot of stuff went well for him this game. So let's uh let's see how high he can cap out. And I mean, at this point, board wise, it's not going to change too much, right? He's going to go level 8. I doubt he can get to level 9 this game and play 9 Noxus. Do you need? I've never played 9 Noxus. Do you need 2 spats? Ooh, that's a Katarina. But either way, I mean, he's never playing 9 Noxus this game. He's sharing stats between Darius and Katarina. It's gonna make a lot of sense when you hit Katarina 3, just because a 3-star unit gives a bunch of AD. Um, but like right now, I don't know. I mean, Katarina gives him some AP. I mean, she's got Gunblade, I guess. She's got some stats from Ionic. It makes a good amount of sense to just give items to your Darius. All right, but yeah, I like rolling here. I mean, you're so low. Wow, he's actually getting close to Echo 3 as well. There's Katarina. He is 1 off. So yeah. Oh, he got a 5 plus duplicator. I guess he got that from minions. Okay, well, great. And now we can start itemizing the Kled, looking for just as many Zeeks as possible, it looks like. He's got so many items. Well, this is a really close fight, but Darius is too tanky. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I do feel like Pandora's items is like BIS in this comp, just because items matter so, so much. The difference between having like these 3 items on Darius and like something on someone else is quite high. Oh, he holds his tier on Samira? What is that? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You can reroll this every round. You're just gonna slam tier on Samira, right? We're getting no more items. I'm so like overwhelmed with the amount of items he has this game. I mean, he has how many completed items? 11. Like, yeah, I'm losing my mind. Okay, but he is 1 streaking here, 5 streak here. Something that I always, when I play Noxus, that I've started to do is just track my matchups to see like who I've beaten already, because if you don't track that, you might be like, "Oh, okay, have I beat this player yet? Which players do I need to take down?" Because like, and that actually like matters, right? Like theoretically, you could like position to beat specific players. Like if you have 2 people in your pool and you really need to beat one to get the last Noxus snack, you can position for the other one. But in his case, he has to position for not dying. And oh my god, such a close fight. But Darius does work. I mean, his board is absolutely online. If he can hit Echo 3, his board will be giga strong. Um, What's he going for here? I was thinking just like some Zephyr is fine. Use Zephyr frontline. He's gonna go TG. TG what? Swain? And I guess it's 6 Noxus. I guess he would have preferred like another Zeke's. I mean, yeah, he could push 8 here. But the question is, if you're pushing 8, what are you actually going 8 for? And there's not too much. So yeah, I think it's fine. You just roll for Echo. And hopefully you can find Echo 3. Did not see a single one in that roll down, which feels a little bit bad. Oof. Gets the Zephyr here, but ends up just Zephyring the Baron, which is actually huge. But that was very last second. Yeah, he's gonna looks like completely stomp this 8 Void board on level 9. Just goes to show the power of this Noxus comp. Make 20 here, of course. Okay, I mean, the board is online. It looks like we're cruising to a top 4, but we will see. There's some scary boards out there. I do feel like the Azir board, when it's positioned appropriately, can be a lot of trouble for this Noxus comp. Just because, yeah, like if he, and he does have Nasus same side as this Darius. Like Nasus can tank a few Darius ults. The problem is that it looks like his Lux got one tapped oh my god, he ends up losing the fight. Okay, yeah. Down to 5. This is one of the hardest matchups, I would say, for this comp, just because of how tanky Nasus is. He can deny the resets from Darius and then Azir, and ideally if Lux lives, then Lux just laser beams down Darius with the help of Azir, and it's lights out for this comp. The only way to win that matchup is either to have Darius in a spot where he gets a lot of resets and doesn't get laser beam down, or just to have your assassins kill the enemy carry. That's one Echo. All right, let's see. Literally rolling just for Echo here. Low on time. Not seeing any. Oh my god. A bit. Oh, one more. Okay. A bit lower on the Echoes there, honestly. And then what do we take here? We don't. Do we have Tread? Oh yeah, we have the Ionic already. So yeah, you can just go Warmogs on Kled. Seems fine. Not amazing, but you already don't need another Ionic. You already have Ionic and a lot of the other options. I mean, it's just there's so few spaces for items in this comp. But now we just, especially because of our HP total, we roll to 0 every round. And oh wow, I'm so dumb. I was like, man, I would hold the 3 cost to cut 3 costs out of the pool, but he holds the Swain so that if he hits Echo there, he can. Oh, your long distance hailing doesn't mirror. Okay, all good, all good, all good. But yeah, he holds the Swain so that he can remake the Swain if he finds it. Oh, that's something I've done before, but not something that I do every single time. Like I usually have to consciously think about it, but I think Jazz Latte just auto did that, which is obviously very smart because it allowed him. If he had held the 3 cost there, he would not have been able to make Echo there, which could have actually like swung that entire fight. So really, really smart, just clean play by Jez Latte, and now he has this incredibly capped board. He is fighting the Azir player again. He does have Darius same side as the Azir, and his Katarina is dead. They're getting very low, but the deciding factor is going to be this Echo 3 here, and my god, Echo 3 absolutely can swing that fight, just one tapping everything. Top 4 secured. There's a Slayer spat that exists, but he doesn't really have anyone to put it on. So I mean, I guess you could just take it for Slayer. He's gonna take a Last Whisper. I like that. Okay. Samira's Shred is flat, and so getting the percent shred from Last Whisper feels really good. Yeah, I know that makes a lot of sense. I mean, Slayer Spat. All Slayer Spat's gonna do is give Slayer to your Kled. That does absolutely nothing here, because you can't actually get it onto like the Katarina. So yeah, Last Whisper is really good here. Okay. Opposite side, Darius and Katarina from the Ahri. The Echo gets mana reaved by the Ahri, which feels a little bit bad. This matchup won our favor last time, but it's because we shrouded or ooh, oh really? Oh my god. Edge. What a close fight. Wait, he won? Really? I thought for sure he lost that fight. Hey, okay, he's the Teemo. I thought that was the Belveth killing him because he gets down to like 1 HP. Oh my god. I got so baited. He just autoed the Belveth and killed her. Okay, so it's top 2. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I got baited, but yeah, he's Teemo, so he should know. Oh my goodness. I mean, his board is insanely high cap. What is he even fighting? I saw an Urgot on that board, which makes me think their board is not very high capped. Oh, look at their board is just Turbo Flex. They're carrying Ionia, Belveth, Ionia, um, what is this Kaisa unit's name with the Yasuo, and then they had an Urgot on there, I believe, unless that was someone else. But I mean, yeah, it's no match for Cap Noxus board. Really, really cool game from Jazz Latte. The lost streak into Noxus, and then the hard spike getting really, really low, hitting everything, playing around the Echo with the Noxus pad as well. A really, really cool game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch and all my other links down below. Thank you.